Good morning, Arizona students. Welcome to Hyfn TV Morning Show. I'm Ramaya. Our other anchor is out sick today, so you're going to be stuck with me. With that being said, let's get into everything. $1,800 flights were abruptly canceled yesterday, leaving thousands stranded. It is rumored on social media there has been a sick out. As a vaccine protest is Friday, the Southwest Airlines Pilots Association filed a request in federal courts to temporarily block the COVID-19 vaccine mandate. Both the association and Southwest say that this has nothing to do with the flight cancellations, even going as far as to blame the FAA air control for their issues on Twitter. However, the FAA responded back yesterday stating, quote, "No FAA air traffic staffing shortages have been reported. This COVID pandemic has really messed things up and continue to do so, but here in AZ, it's not so much of COVID-19 that has us worried. It's another deadly virus. The West Nile virus is back this year, and numbers are staggering. Maricopa County is setting a new record for the most West Nile cases in a single season, with Maricopa County's death toll currently at 19 for this season. Maricopa County Health has reported to date 362 cases in humans, breaking the 17-year-old record set back in 2004 of 355 cases in humans, and the numbers are dramatically up from last year where we only saw 3 cases in humans reported. West Nile is caused by an infected mosquito that can pass along West Nile virus. When it bites you, most people who contract the virus don't get sick or even has minor symptoms such as fever or rash. In rare cases, West Nile virus can cause a serious brain infection that requires intensive medical care. Doctors say most who will get West Nile virus are asymptomatic and don't even know if they have it, and their body fights it off and they have no symptoms. There is no vaccine, nor there is no cure. However, unlike COVID, thankfully, this virus is not contagious. Doctors suggested prevention measures are to avoid high-risk times, stay inside, or be extra careful when mosquitoes are most active, especially in the morning at daybreak and dusk when the sun sets. Use insect repellent. Spray an effective insect repellent on exposed skin or clothes before going outdoors. And I know after hearing this, I'm going to be super careful about making sure that I use mosquito repellent for sure. Well, it's Monday. That means it's time for Monday Morning Motivation Minute. In this week's Motivation Minute, we want to feature Joanna Quaz. She is the world's oldest active gymnast. German-born Joanna Quaz is challenging expectations and proving that at 89 years old, she can flip, spin, plank with the best of them, and roll this clip. If that doesn't get you motivated on this morning, nothing will. Stay tuned. The high school and youth sports reports are up next, along with this week's hashtag your highlight clip.
Are your sports and events currently being streamed by a quality network hosted in one place? Are your games, concerts, plays, recitals, special events, are they being hosted on the #1 streaming network in Arizona? They can. Hyfn TV is free to the viewer with the ability to raise money for your club or your school via your stream. Hyfn TV has individual streaming packages built with the ability for booster clubs to sell advertising on their streams to raise money for their program. Stream on the Hyfn TV network. Go to hyfntv.com to find out how you can start streaming and raising money for your organization. Check us out on hyfntv.com.
Interested in becoming a student journalist? Join us at Hyfn TV.
Let your voice be heard.
Ask us how you can become a student journalist and share your peer's story.
Choose Hyfn TV and their crew to advertise for you. Expand your demographics. Get consistent advertisement and affordable advertising packages. For affordable advertising with impact, contact us at hyfntv.com.
Your social media highlights could make the news. When you post your highlights to your favorite high school player or your team out there doing their thing, hashtag HYFNTV, and your highlight may be used on the next newscast. You can get the photo cred right here on the morning news so everyone can follow you too. Every time you post a highlight on social media, remember, hashtag your highlights, HYFNTV, and get your highlight on the news.
Our Hyfn TV viewers have been reaching out with great input and what you all want to hear and see from the Hyfn TV sports reports. Thank you for that. Your opinion matters. Keep them coming. With that, we're going to jump in the AZ Youth Sports Report. In today's Youth Sports Report, we want to talk about Arizona Youth's 8th grade and under. This time of year, biggest sport in AZ Youth Sports is tackle football, with nearly 525 organized youth tackle programs between the ages of 7 to 14 years old across the state. If you were at the youth game this past weekend, more than likely you were at the NYS or AYF league game. Currently, NYS is the largest league in the state with well over 200 teams participating. AYF, which is structured much differently, has also been a big player on the block with nationals in Florida after this season, while NYS hosts a spring tournament in San Diego. In 2019, both leagues joined forces and has been a success so far. The biggest winners in the deal is the diversity and competition, as teams can now play teams that they have never played otherwise. In 2020, of all years, the NYFCA jumped into youth sports tackle business with large national funding. Their mission is to take the game time experience to the next level, giving each game diversity and high school treatment. While they are the smallest league and upcoming, they are pulling out all the stops to bust into the marketplace. However, NYS vast size and collaboration with AYF has really made the mountain steep for AYFCA to elbow its way to the youth football market, but they have persisted so far. The next company to enter the youth tackle space this year will be up to 20 plus CAA schools with their first season of 11-man junior high football. For the first time in Arizona, junior high will have a statewide school-sponsored tackle league. That's a big step in the right direction. I can't wait till the report to kick off in the next couple of months. I'll be sure to keep everyone posted. Well, it's Monday, and all the past weekend parents, fans, and friends are posting highlights to social media. When you hashtag your highlights with HYFNTV, we can find them on Mondays. We try to play the best one we receive from our viewers. Today's post is from Todd Newman of his son Marcus Newman, who goes to Cesar Chavez High School, along with the highlight of Marcus. Todd posts that Marcus has grown a lot this year and has shown great leadership with his teammates on the field and has handled his business in the classroom too. This year he has 2 interceptions, 3 TDs, and over 10 tackles playing DB and slot receiver for the freshman squad. Todd hashtagged his son highlights and congratulations. Your son made it on our top HYFN TV reel this week. Check this young man out. That kid has a lot of talent. And speaking of talent, let's jump into what's happening in high school football. Well, the big game to watch this past Friday was Hamilton at Chaparral. The Hamilton Huskies came into week 6 against Chaparral undefeated. Hamilton's quarterback junior, Rauch Chalowski, had 77 total passing yards going into the game. Chaparral quarterback senior Braden Silbor had 344 total passing yards this season. Friday night, Hamilton kept the winning streak alive, winning 35-15. There were other big games happening around the Valley Friday as well, such as Castile at Queen Creek and Desert Edge at Cactus. Chandler High School, the number 1 team in the state, was on a 41-game winning streak and went into Friday's game against Perry High School and came out making it to a 42-game winning streak, beating Perry High School 49-3. Chandler has had shared of national attention, winning 5 straight titles, and has bred NFL talent. Again this year, they are ranked nationally at number 11 on Max Preps. The big story for the CAA Preps report this morning is the movement in the high school football rankings. This past week, we definitely had some movement in the high school football brackets as Ajo High School dropped from number 2 spot to number 4 as they head to forfeit against Gila Bend High. James Madison Prep jumped up to number 2 spot after winning 48-18 against New Way Academy. And for Maryville Prep, they stay on top of the charts at the number 1 spot after Friday's win against AZ Compass. Today, we have some breaking news with CAA high school football and high school girls volleyball. We are excited to announce that the CAA D1 and D2 championship games will be streaming right here on the Hyfn TV network, live November 2nd, 5:30 and 7 p.m. Also, we will be streaming the D1 and D2 high school championship games November 13th at 7:20 p.m. and November 20th at 1 p.m. You can catch the live games on our network on Roku, YouTube, Facebook, and hyfntv.com. That's all we have today for sports. Stay tuned for today's weather. Coming up next.
Hyfn TV is a proud partner of the CAA Preps Report. Catch all the CAA championship games on Hyfn TV streaming network.
And we are back with today's weather. And you can also find that at hyfntv.com. We have clear skies today in Phoenix. Today at 8 a.m. we have a high of 73 degrees with a low of 64 degrees Fahrenheit. Later at 11 a.m. we have winds at 10 miles per hour, a high of 81 degrees and a low of 74 degrees Fahrenheit. Later today at 2 o'clock, 0% cloud coverage, at the high of 85 degrees and a low of 85 degrees for 2. And for the humidity around 5 p.m. we have 17%, and a high of 84 degrees and a low of 84 degrees. And that's all we have today for today's weather. I'm Ramaya. Thanks for joining us this morning at Hyfn TV News, Sports, and Streaming. Find us on your Roku device, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and hyfntv.com. Bye for now. Have a good day.